a 3, a 2, a 1. Booyah, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 1 of the Albi G Show. Woo! Cheers to many more episodes, Albi. Pat on the back, pat on the back. It's been a long time coming, ladies and gentlemen. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I just speaking of time, I just never had it. It's been a clusterfuck of just obstacles and bullshit. And, life has its trials and tribulations, but, once you see past it and you make the best out of it, nothing but beauty awaits on the other side. Finally, I've got a stage for my madness to protrude into. It feels fantastic. It feels great. I feel lively. I feel full of energy. It feels great. I'm excited for this, and I hope you guys are too, because it's going to be something coming, man. It's like a wave. It's like a tsunami of good shit coming to you. It's good stuff. I promise. Good shit. But a couple of words for our sponsor, which is chlamydia. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a little bit of ick coming out of your prick, chlamydia, go get it checked. As much as people want to play Pokemon with these STDs and catch them all, this is not one you particularly want to have in your bundle. Like that Magikarp you had in your lineup of fucking Pokemon that you just never fucking used. Discard it. With that being said, let's go!
What you are about to hear is intended for mature audiences.
Loud noises!
Cock, balls.
Fuck you!
Kids, it's safe.
Show me where the drugs are!
The Albi G Show.
Who the fuck is this guy?
And where has he been all my life?
Are you from another planet?
His name is Albi.
This is about the government. Genius.
So about that sponsor, it's kind of hard to get, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to go out of your way to get that one. I mean, countless hours of work, penetrating the informational levels, having to dig through labia. It's a lot of fucking shit you've got to do to get that. And or, you know what I mean, being on the receiving end of such a penetrating information. Where the fuck am I going with this? I have no idea. But, yeah. Cheers to actually having a fucking sponsor soon. Fuck. What do I got to do to get one of those? I gotta suck like a massive fucking dick for that one. Yeah. Fuck it. We'll bring them on. As long as they're strawberry flavored. Even though I fucking hate strawberry flavored anything. Because, like, strawberries. It's so artificial. Have you ever tried, like, Haagen-Dazs strawberry? And to those people who are there like, but I really like strawberries. The Haagen-Dazs strawberries is really good. No, it fucking doesn't, buddy. No, it doesn't. Nothing will ever come remotely close to tasting like a motherfucking strawberry. Like that delicious goodness of sugar in your mouth. Like, fucking fantastic. Nothing at all. Let that soak in, motherfuckers. Nothing at all. But, yeah. I only swing one way. And that's like a little kid on a swing in a playground, which is up. And before you say, well, it goes back down, so there's two ways, I fucking jump off the swing because I'm a reckless motherfucker. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I was a little fucking Tarzan maniac when I was young. They call me Dennis the motherfucking Menace, son. I was hopping that shit. They say only black people can jump. Motherfucker, only white people can hop off a motherfucking swing when it's like 50 feet in the motherfucking air and then cling onto a tree right in front of me. Holy shit. PSMS 18. Holy fuck. Back in the Bronx, son. Good memories. Just thinking about it, wow. I was such an asshole of a son. Think about it. Think of being a poor little mother. Or big mother. Tall, slender, however you identify yourselves. And just sitting there on man thinking on toilet pose, wondering to yourself, how? This little devil of a motherfucker slipped and slid out of my vagina. How could I just concoct something like that? Wow. Holy shit, I should just fucking leave him. But then the maternal side kicks in and goes, you know what? Better days are ahead. She had to wait like 13 years for that. Fuck it. Oh, fuck me. I love my mother. She's the greatest. She's one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. The other great thing is my father. I adore these people, and if anyone knows me, they know how much I love my parents. To them I owe everything and everything. I love them. Adieu to you too. Mwah. But on to what we'll be talking about in the Albi G Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking about anything and everything. Anything that floats your boat, floats your goat. Anything that makes you tingle, basically. Makes you tingle in a good way and a bad way, because think about it. Through life, you learn things. We're in an informational age, which means we have this flux. Think about it as a informational wavelength. Now multiply that by millions, if not trillions, just seeping into your brain subconsciously and consciously on a daily basis. Second by second, you are downloading information. So I think I have a duty as the host of this motherfucking show to make you think about that, to make you question your beliefs, to make you question what you think about, to make you feel uneasy, to make you laugh, to make you do whatever the fuck it is that I make you do. Just do it. Just do it. Just don't be a crazy motherfucker about it. You know what I mean? Like, if you find out something that completely contradicts what you've learned and have been abiding by your entire life, be rational about it. You know what I mean? We're humans. We've evolved to have like these fully functioning supercomputers we call brains within our skulls, with billions of neurons being able to process information we deem impossible. Think about it. You could be a musician looking at a physics or a calculus textbook and you'd be like, what the fuck is this, bro? This is not what where are the musical notes? And then out of nowhere, with repetition, with practice, or with an open mind, you'll be able to literally grasp that information, make it your own. Well, you can't really make it your own because information is a collective thing. There's like a collective rational consciousness. Now, if you read into like Carl Jung and what's his face? Very, very famous psychologist, Albrims. You forgot his name already. He's the author of Civilization and in its discontents. His name is Freud. There you go. And let's go see. And that's what the brain is capable of. It's capable of making something out of absolutely nothing. You know? So in order to make something out of absolutely nothing, you've got to be open, you've got to be calm and collective and rational. Because that's ultimately what we are as human beings. We're like these walking critics, except the main focus is not to critique and judge. I mean, we critique and judge afterwards, don't get me wrong. But firstly, it's our main objective. It's to walk around and understand why something is the way it is. Why does it look a certain way? Is there an ultimate form of this? You know, Plato in his book talks about Socrates, and he talks about the ultimate form of everything, the absolutes, I believe it was called, or the ultimate. Don't quote me on this. I'm usually really good at my philosophical bullshit. Philosophy is not the bullshit. It is truth. And you know, we're just like, you know what, we're literally like those relatives that come to your house and they have no idea what anything is, and they're just like, your parents are just like, you know, living with your parents' problems, and they just like, you know, they just give them a walk through the house and they're just like making sense of everything, like, well, that's a nice color combo for the dining room. Oh my God, that Venetian plaster. I wonder why they did that. This is why they did it. And they're getting like this walkthrough. You know what I mean? At the same time, they're downloading information as to why that is the way it is. And then afterwards, of course, when they go home, they're not going to tell it to your face. And then like they're in the car ride home. It's like, oh, that shit was fucking disgusting. Oh, who uses that? Oh, their dining room. Oh my God, mahogany. It should have been oak. And so, did you see the silverware? Oh my God, that was so 1920s. Cheers, honey. Our house is better. And that's the point. And by point, I mean using your 5 senses, which are sight, hearing, touching, smelling, and tasting, to your rational advantage. Well, on this podcast, you'll only be using hearing, but as an overall concept, you're using these senses to rationally come up with a functioning mindset that'll help you go throughout life being able to adapt and evolve, because that's all it is. Like, we'll go down to the most primitive and micro concept, which is survival. And that's what the rational mind helps you excel at. And so hopefully, not hopefully, it's an aim on this motherfucking show for me to give you some value, and help you quench that rational mindset. I mean, up till now, everything I've said was pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. If you can get anything out of my idiotic rant, then get this. Fuck going to a library and every single time you have to fucking ask a question because you can't understand what the fuck Joe Schmo wrote in that book, and that motherfucker in the front is going, shh, shush your mother, bitch. This show is all you need. This podcast is all you need. So don't go anywhere, because Albi G is going to give you everything on a silver motherfucking platter. Butter and roll on the side. And calories are not included. There you go. Only one person alive can do that for you, and that is moi. I know it almost sounds like I've gone crazy, but the thing is, when you're shooting a podcast by yourself, it's just you and yourself. You're talking to yourself. Your innermost character comes out. And this is not even like 5% of it, to be honest with you. I'm keeping everything tame right now. Tame. Je t'aime. What? Je t'aime, baby, je t'aime. And I've just got to say, I have a lot of things planned for this show. A lot of things planned. I have a whole bunch of people lined up to come. Give their 2 cents about any type of topic, which is a great thing. You have 2 people square off, funny people, serious people, Quasimodo people. Can I even use that in a fucking sentence describing somebody? Who gives a shit, right? Who gives a fucking shit? Enough with the labels and the rules. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do, and do it whenever the fuck you want. So much fucks used in my sentences. Who gives a fuck? And dude, it's like conversations about fucking anything. It could be about like how Joe Schmo mailed his Joe Schmo friend a fucking used dildo from like Somalia, and there's still like asshole juice fresh dripping off of the fucking tip of the dildo because some dude was using it to like anally fucking pull out his best friend. I don't know. He could be fucking about anything. And that's the great part about it. I fucking love it. There's probably a lot of people who are like, this is fucking vulgar. Does this guy even get laid? Ew. Sadly, no. But that brings up a good point. I used to think that like if you really, 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 really wanted to get with like a hot chick, and by hot chick I meant like back in the day. This was when I was young. Let's take Pamela Anderson for example. Fucking beautiful, blonde, massive breasts. A-list star. You see on the street, you just get a massive erection. Fucking King Kong of a dick, just going straight through the pants. And I used to think that the only way to get like a woman like that was to be like a fucking Tommy Lee Jones type person. You know what I mean? A rock star, fucking heroin veins, that oh bro, type fucking accent. You know what I mean? Fucking ripped as shit. You know what I mean? And there came a day when I was like, you know what? I've got to fucking do something about it. So I looked up Tommy Lee Jones, and lo and behold, he's from Motley Crue. If you guys didn't know that, he was the drummer from Motley Crue. And fucking great guy. And everybody apparently likes the fucking drummer. So I was like, fuck it, I got to see what's up. And I look up Tommy Lee Jones, and lo and behold, I found out that he dated Pamela. Well, they dated each other for a while, and then I watched Bored afterwards, and that kind of like solidified everything. And in the fucking movie, you can actually see that they have a fucking porn clip playing. You know what I mean? And Bored's fucking like heartbroken, and I'm like, dude, I've got to fucking study this. So I go home and I actually look up the video and I watch that porn. And the entire time I'm like, dude, what could be the reason why this woman is going fucking head over heels for this guy? Is it the fucking heroin veins? Is it the fucking long hair? Is it the attitude? Or is it that he has all of that shit on his dick? Like his dick was fucking massive and veiny. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, I got to get mine like this. So what the fuck could Albi do? What could a person do at that point? What makes a person veiny? What's a one proven supplement that makes that shit veiny and ripped? Protein shakes. So, you know what I mean? I go to my local GNC. I get some strawberry flavored, hence strawberry flavored. Because at that time, I fucking liked it. If there's one thing that tastes kind of like strawberries, it's protein chowder. GNC, did I say protein chowder? I mean protein powder. The fuck am I? Take it easy, Albi. And I bring it home in a bulk. You know, I'm working out that time. I'm in high school. I'm playing fucking soccer. I'm doing my thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get my dick as veiny as is. So, you know, I mix a cocktail of protein powder and water, you know, and I put it in this fucking massive, it's not massive, think of it as like a vial. Think of it as like a really, 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 really wide water bottle. They existed at that time. I want to say Tupperware, but it wasn't Tupperware. And so I fill that shit. I fill it up and, you know, I'm just like, fuck it, bombs away. So I started doing goblet squats with my little mangina, you know, my twatsicle, dipping in that shit, carrying it on with each and every single one of my thrusts. Come on, little guy, you're almost there. You're almost there. You're gonna get a Pamela. You can do it. Yes, up, down, up, down. It's a vein. Pamela, I'm coming for you, bitch. But as I pulled it out of the water, and it was actually just a clump of protein, which made like a massive mountain of a formation on my dick. So I thought it was an actual fucking humongous vein. But it turned out, no, it wasn't. And so I kind of like shook off the remains back in the water, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, wow, Albi, you just fucking teabagged this protein shake over and over and over again. You know, all this fucking squatting is making me thirsty. So I grabbed it and I just drank whatever the fuck was there, you know what I mean? I couldn't taste my own dick, obviously. It's fucking strawberry flavored. So, you know, I dogged it down like a champ. And, sadly, it didn't work, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly, it did not work. What are you going to do? You have battles you win and you lose. Tommy Lee Jones. Hats off to you, bud. You've got a one-in-a-kind of a pecker. And, yeah, this is something I have never done, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. You actually thought I was going to teabag a motherfucking protein powder shake? Come on. Come on. Jesus, ladies and gents. If it was true, then that would obviously be a waste of perfectly good strawberry-flavored protein powder. An absolute waste. What the fuck? So for the little kids who are watching, well, listening, and then eventually watching once I get my cameras in, you do not need a Tommy Lee Jones-esque penis to get Pamela Anderson's. I vouch for that. Experiences later on in life kind of proved it. I say kinda because there were ups and downs, but nonetheless proved it. And yeah, also know that you may be creative, but you'll never be dick and protein creative like Albi. Oh. And it actually turns out that the reason for it being the way that it was, and by it, I mean Tommy Lee Jones' penis, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, have you not been paying attention? The factor of its success was Viagra. I mean, it makes sense. Think about it. You're fucking partying 24/7. You're a rock star. You know what I mean? Fucking 22 hours of the day, you're just like bagging women. The other 2 hours, you're actually in the studio. No sleep. Constantly smoking, doing blow, marijuana left and right, whiskey, you fucking name it, all types of drinks. You know, like an eternal whiskey is bound to just poof into your life anytime soon. Think about it. And so that's what happened to Tommy Lee Jones. But that little blue pill, you know, that was the reason why. Fucking hulked his shit, you know? And speaking of that little blue pack-a-punch, you know, I always wondered what it would be like to take Viagra. It's probably something like having Ray Lewis's arm as a dick. Fucking powerlifting vaginas, you know. Get ready, bitch. You better have your vagina power clean. Puh! Ah! Yeah. Who's your daddy? Holy shit. Oh. But you know, on that note, I think I want to wrap this up. 20 minutes or so. You know, wow, time flies by in this. 20 minutes, it almost felt like it was like a minute. That's the great thing about talking. It's almost like you're in a verbal time machine. You're just like poofing into a future existence in a time frame, obviously. And thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to shoot the shit, so to speak, with you, ladies and gentlemen. And this was just a teaser. This was kind of like a break in the ice, kind of getting you used to my madness. And in the later episodes to come, I can promise you there will be lots and lots of insightful stuff. I will be doing book chats, where I'll be talking about books I've read, how-to books, any type of books. I'm not too into fairy tale and all the other type of bullshit, you know what I mean? I usually stick to biographies, autobiographies, books that teach you a trade, they teach you how to do things, are insightful, psychology, all this type of stuff. I am a lover of such things. And, with that being said, but wait, there's more! I'm like, wait, dude, I'm forgetting like a whole bunch of things. Memories, crazy fucking stories, you name it. Fart stories, shit stories, anything that just makes you queef. Anything and everything. MMA, sports, basically everything that makes me, and that makes the guests themselves as well. We're going to change things up. We're going to get things exciting. And with that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into the Albi G Show, episode number 1. I will see you next week for episode number motherfucking 2. Stay classy, you sexy motherfuckers. And just because some crazy shit is said doesn't mean I really mean it. So take that and download it into your rational mind, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time. Peace.
Damn, son.